Let's talk about the no seller lead left behind sales sequence. Now, inside of the Market Pro CRM, we have automated sequences that drip text messages, emails, and ringless voicemails directly to your seller leads once they're inside of the pipeline. Now, if we pop on over to JD's screen real quick, we'll show you guys the back end of the sales sequence firsthand.
So this is going to be the web form sales sequence coming in and going down to, it has some time configurations in there, so day or night, it does matter. But these ultimately will be the same at some point. So we're just kind of going out and touching that contact. They just filled out a web form, and we're going to touch that lead and just say, hey, first name, thank you for contacting. What time would be good for you later today for us to chat about your house at 123 Main Street? Let me know. Location, owner, first name, Ben with Cash Properties or something. And then it's going to wait. It's going to send them an email that is a little bit more professional, but says the same basic thing. And then we're going to wait 2 hours until about 9:15 a.m. if it's in the middle of the night, because we don't want to text them back then. If the lead comes in during the day, it will wait 2 hours. Hey there. Thanks for contacting us. What time's good later today for us to chat about your house at 123 Main? Let me know. So we're just touching base with them, and then we're going to wait a couple hours. 2 hours, and then we're going to come in here and we're going to drop them the old hang up voicemail. Oh yeah. So we left them a voicemail, and then we're going to wait a minute, and we're going to text them, hey, I tried calling you to see what time was a good time to chat about 123 Main. And then we're going to wait again just a minute, and we're going to send them an email. So we've just tried to call them. We texted them that we tried to call them, and we emailed them. We're going to continue on down here. We're going to wait 2 hours, and we're going to leave them another voicemail, and then we're going to wait till 4:15 p.m. and we're just going to say, hey, it may be better if we just connect later. Just call me when you get a chance. That's obviously kind of the end of the day. So that's kind of our first day, first 24, 48 hour follow-up sequence. Then it's going to move them over to follow-up. So we have initially contacted them. So at this point, I don't know. They should be texting you back or calling you or emailing you saying, hey, I just missed a call from you, or saying, hey, 10 p.m. works, because you're asking them what time works. Hey, what time works? 10 a.m. works. Let's get together at 10 a.m. Let's hop on a call and discuss the property, and which time you, the acquisitions manager, really have just sat back and responded to a text and looked over the information so that you can be prepared to move forward with kind of your thoughts on an offer for that property.
Now let's take a quick step back here so we can visualize and see what's actually happening behind the scenes. From the moment that a new lead comes into the pipeline, automatically we're sending them SMS and an email saying, hey, thank you so much for reaching out. Let us know when the best time is to set up a phone call, with the sole purpose of getting the seller on the phone so we can have a quality conversation. In this one-day sequence, as you can see, it's built out in a hyper-aggressive manner to get the seller on the phone. That's the number one priority and the most important thing that we need to do when a new lead comes into the pipeline, so that no seller and no lead gets left behind. So after the first SMS and email, we're poking them, right? Ringless voicemail, and then a text following it up, poking them. So the first 24 hours is the most important sequence, the most important time frame for a new lead coming into the ecosystem. And after that aggressive 24-hour sequence, well, guess what? They get put into the aggressive 15-day follow-up.
And the 15-day follow-up is more of the same. I'm not going to go through every detail of this. But for instance, at the beginning of the next day, we're going to voicemail them, which is, again, the hang up, and then say, hey, do you have a few minutes to chat today? And then it's going to wait a minute, and it says, oh, by the way, this is Ben with Cash Offers. And then it's going to wait for one whole day, and then it's going to text them again and say, do you want to sell 123 Main Street? Like, we still on the same page? At any point, whenever they respond to any of these messages, it takes them out of the funnel. So you get the point. We're going to wait. We're going to call them. The sequence does target them in the morning, noon, and night, like all throughout the day. The times change for you so that if some people work morning or work in the afternoon or they have a lunch break, we're kind of targeting all these different areas in case they don't answer. But our test with live sellers has been that they will respond pretty quickly in the follow-up sequence. But if they don't, it's going to keep dripping them and move them on down the pipeline so that we can get them to warm lead after we get them on the phone. So we should be able to get them on the phone, we find, within the first day pretty effectively.
The tool is built to do just that, right? It's to encourage responses via text message, hey, sure, or hey, take me off your list, right? Ultimate goal is push out the junk, qualify the qualified leads. So with the process, it's pretty much lead generation built in a box where the acquisitions manager can focus only on having conversations with the people that are available and ready to sell their houses. They don't need to be chasing down sellers. The automation and the system does that for them.